Hello, children. How are you? I'm sure you all are fine at your place. Students, today I'm going to tell you about sentences. Right? This is one of our grammar topic. Right? In this lesson, we are going to see what do we mean by sentence, their kinds, and formation of negatives. Right? So let's start. What do we mean by a sentence? Sentence, you all know, is a group of words that make complete sense. ओके बहुत सारे वर्ड्स का एक ग्रुप जो कंप्लीट मीनिंग देता है राइट इट बिगिंस विद अ कैपिटल लेटर एंड एंड्स विद अ फुल स्टॉप क्वेश्चन मार्क और एन एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क ओके depending on the type of sentence. Okay, and students, very important that a sentence should have at least a subject and a predicate. Now what are subject and predicate? Let us see. Basically, students, subject and predicate are two parts of sentence. Okay, like we name a person or thing, that is the subject, and predicate tells us something about the subject. Predicate क्या होता है? Predicate हमें subject के बारे में बताता है. Okay, let's get it clear through an example. Just see, the girl washed the clothes. Okay, in this we are having two parts. Girl, the girl is the subject because it is the doer. Okay, and washed the clothes हमें बता रहा है गर्ल के बारे में कि गर्ल क्या कर रही है, washing clothes, right? Washed the clothes. So washed the clothes क्या हो गया है यहाँ पे? Predicate, because it is telling us about the subject. So predicate tells us about the subject. So here in this sentence, the girl is the subject and washed the clothes is the predicate. Okay, let's take one more. Subject is basically doer of an action, like the sun rises in the east. So in this sentence, who's the doer? Who is rising? Yeah, who rises? Sun. So the sun is the subject. Okay, doer of the action. And what about the predicate? Predicate tells us something about a subject. Right? Like Hassan serves his parents. So Hassan is the what? Subject, because it is the doer. But serves his parents is predicate because it is telling us about subject. Okay, so predicate tells us about subject. So these are the two parts of a sentence, subject and predicate. Subject, doer of the action. Predicate tells something about the subject. Okay, students, now we are going to see the types of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences: declarative, interrogative, exclamatory and imperative, right? These are the 4 kinds that you're having in your syllabus. Okay, so these are the 4 kinds of types of sentences. Now we are going to know about them in detail. First of all, let's talk about declarative. Declarative sentences are also called assertive sentences. These are simple normal statements. Declarative sentences make statements that tell something. They just tell something. Okay, statements, they just give information about any topic or any of a person, right? So these are normal statements, and their end mark is a full stop, which is also called a period, right? Full stop is their end mark. That means declarative sentences के end में क्या आता है? Full stop. Now how do we form negative of these declarative sentence? Like आपको एक normal statement दिया गया है, right? Assertive sentence. Okay, now you have to form its negative. अगर आपको उसको negative form करना है, so how will you form it? So there are some rules. Just see, negative words like no, none, not, no one are used to change assertive sentences to negative. Like I am always tired. Next, how to form its negative? I am never tired. Kabhi nahi. So this is negative, right? So here are some rules to change assertive, which is also called declarative sentences, to negative. First of all, forms of be and have change to negative by adding not or its shortened form n apostrophe t. You must have seen now in sentences like it is for negative words we use n apostrophe t, like can, can't. Right? Are not, aren't. Did not, didn't. Right? So didn't, nt. Okay? So how do we have to form it? Like forms of be. Do you know forms of be? Which are the forms of be? Is, am, are, was, were are the forms of be. And what are the forms of have? Have की forms होती हैं has and had. ठीक है? So how to form negative? We have to add not or shortened form n apostrophe t. Like Peter isn't a good singer or Peter is not a good singer. So it is a negative sentence, right? आपने isn't add किया, या तो n apostrophe t add करो या is not add करो. It means the same. Next, very important, with helping verbs, when helping verbs are used with main verbs, very important students, verbs, we have two parts, main verb which is our action word, right? Verbs क्या होता है? Action word, so those are the main verbs. कुछ होते हैं helping verbs जो उन main verbs को help करते हैं, those are helping verbs. So if we are having helping verb as well as main verb in our sentence, negative is made by adding not or n apostrophe t between helping verb and main verb. समझ में आया आपको? अगर आपके सेंटेंस में helping verb भी है और main verb भी है तो आप नेगेटिव कैसे बनाओगे? You have to add not or shortened form n apostrophe t between helping verb and main verb, right? अगर आपके सेंटेंस में helping verb भी है और main verb भी है, so आप कैसे बनाओगे नेगेटिव? You have to add not or shortened form n apostrophe t between main verb and auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb means helping verb. Okay, let's take an example. Kanak is not baking a cake. Now here Kanak is the action, doer, that means subject. Is जो लेटर है, is जो वर्ड है आपका, दैट इज हेल्पिंग वर्ब, और बेकिंग क्या है? एक्शन वर्ड. सो आपने नॉट क्या यूज किया? इज और बेकिंग के मिड में, राइट? हेल्पिंग वर्ब एंड मेन वर्ब के मिड में आपको नॉट यूज करना है. ओके, इन सेंटेंसेज नॉट हैविंग हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स, अगर ऐसा कोई सेंटेंस है जिसमें सिर्फ मेन वर्ब है, हेल्पिंग वर्ब नहीं है, एप्रोप्रिएट फॉर्म ऑफ डू एंड वर्ड नॉट इज यूज्ड. It is added before main verb. So if you are not having a helping verb, you have to use do. Like couple bought a new car. Couple bought a new car. Okay, in the next part it is going to be couple did not buy a new car. Couple did not, आपने क्या किया? Do की form did use की. Okay, did क्यों use की? Because we are talking about past tense, and past with past we use did, right? So did you see क्या किया हमने? We have used one form of do. हमारे पास यहाँ पे helping verb नहीं था, so हमने क्या use किया? Do use किया, do की form use की. और did क्यों use किया? Because we are talking in past, and in past you have to use did. Okay, so this is how we have formed our negative, right? When modals like can, could, shall, should are used, the word not is added between modal and main verb. अच्छा, अगर आपके sentence में modals आए हैं, right? Modals we are having separate chapter, we'll go through it. Modals are again helping verbs. Okay, like they can be can, could, shall, should, will, would. Okay, if they are used in your sentence, so how you'll form your negative? You have to add not between modal and main verb. Like Tanya can write well. Here you will do Tanya cannot write well. How we have formed the negative? After can, that means after modal we have added not. So after modal and before main verb write. Okay, write is our main verb, action word and a write. Okay, so in this what we have done? We have added not between can and write. That means between modal and main verb. I hope it is clear how to change assertive sentence into negatives. Now let's talk about second kind of sentence, interrogative sentence. Beta, interrogative sentences ask a question to find out something, right? Interrogative sentences are like questions. Okay, and their end mark is, कैसे end होते हैं वो questions? कैसे end होते हैं questions? They end in a question mark, right? Like we are having some examples. Are dolphins mammals? So it's a question, we have added a question mark. Which state is the biggest? Whose birthday party is on Saturday? So did you see in all these questions, we have asked something, like we want to find something. So these are interrogative sentences in which we add question mark and we ask question. Now how to form interrogative sentences? Formation, हम interrogative sentences कैसे बनाएंगे? Let's see. To form interrogative, we change the position of subject and verb. Very important. अगर आपको कोई assertive sentence, किसी को भी आपको interrogative बनाना है, you have to change position of subject and verb, right? In sentences having helping verb, question starts with helping verb. Like just see, Tina is eating an apple. Okay, in this Tina is the subject, ठीक है? Is the helping verb, right? So just see, हमने क्या किया? सब्जेक्ट और हेल्पिंग वर्ब की क्या कर दी, पोजीशन चेंज कर दी. जस्ट सी, टीना इज ईटिंग एन एप्पल. इंटेरोगेटिव में हमने क्या किया, वी हैव एडेड इज टीना ईटिंग एन एप्पल. वी हैव चेंज्ड द पोजीशन ऑफ टीना एंड इज. Did you notice? We have changed the position of helping verb and subject. Helping verb will come in front and then subject and then rest of the sentence. And at the end you will add a question mark. Obviously if you are forming interrogative sentence, so you will add question mark. Right? And if assertive sentence is not having helping verb, अगर आपके assertive sentence में helping verb ही नहीं है, so what you will do? We will use do in the beginning of the question. Okay? Either you will use do या फिर do की forms. Which are the forms of do? Does or did. Okay? And you all know does is used what? Yes, with singular ones. Okay? Does is used with singular nouns and do with plural and did in past. Okay? So, Hina sings well. In this we are not having any helping verb. So, हमने क्या किया? Does Hina sing well? Does do का form use किया. Does Hina, that means helping verb, then subject and then rest of the sentence, and at the end question mark. And very important, the verb will come in its original form. That means in the first sentence it was sings, in the next it's sing, so verb will not change its form. Okay, I hope you all have understood interrogative sentences and their formation. Now let's proceed towards exclamatory sentences. Students, exclamatory sentences, they express a strong feeling or sudden feeling. Okay, they express sudden feelings and their end mark is exclamation mark. You all know this, right? Here is one example for you. I am scared of tires. So here sudden feeling is being expressed. Or you may have different examples like, what a beautiful scene. Okay, hooray, we have won the match. So these are expressing feelings. So these are exclamatory sentences and they always end in exclamation mark. Okay, in the end, at the end of these sentences we put an exclamation mark. Okay, and our last and fourth type is imperative sentences. Imperative sentences gives us commands. Okay, they may also express a request, order, or any advice. Okay, and they always end in a period, that means full stop. Okay, like, look at how the dolphins jump out of the river. Call your Aunt Sandy in New York. Do a dive off the diving board. Like when we talk about order, so you can just use examples like, get out of the room. Okay, so it's an order. Always speak the truth. Advise. Okay, so these are imperative sentences where someone where a sentence express a command, advice, order, okay, request. These are imperative sentences and they always end with a full stop. Okay, got it everyone? And if you will use please switch on the light, so it's a request, so it will come under imperative sentences. Okay, so these are our 4 kinds of sentences. I hope all the 4 kinds, all the 4 types of sentences, they are clear to you. All the rules, formation of negatives, interrogatives. Go through the rules, students. Try the back exercises. I'll provide you the exercises along with their solutions. Just go through them. Okay, for any query just contact me. I'll see you all in your next class. Till then, just take care, students. Thank you.